Hi, everybody. Welcome as we get the second match of the day on court number 1 underway. Robert Williamson set to bring you the coverage. It is a 1 and a 4, a 1 out of the north in the Lions of Wallace. Hanceville taking on a 4 out of the south in Bishop State. And the opening serve belonged to the Lions. The opening point to the Wildcats. Here are the starters. Bishop State putting Zariah Allen, Tamaya Burrows, Ella Stapleton, Shaden Marion, Tamiria Taylor, and Layla Manning, as well as the libero Braden Holston on the floor. Meanwhile, the Lions have Chloe Jackson, Kaylee Dickerson, Amanda Monge, Ali Price, Rachel Mecklenburg, Aliana Quesada, and the libero Abby McDonald. And a very early lead in this one belonging to Bishop State. Over it goes to Stapleton, drives it and drives it long. Well, in the opening sets, it was Coastal North knocking off Calhoun. LBW defeating Southern Union, so we already know the 4 o'clock matchups. LBW and Coastal North, Southern Union and Calhoun. And for Calhoun and Southern Union in an elimination game. Meanwhile, for LBW and Coastal North, they already know they're playing tomorrow. Going to hang around at least until Saturday. Monge with a serve. Picked up in the backcourt by Wade. Alyssa Wade into the game. And it becomes a 3-2 game. The libero Braden Holston with a serve. What a nice job by Wade to get it back onto the floor. Allen sending it over, but sending it wide. However, on the way out, caught fingertips. So it will belong to Bishop State. And the serve, Stapleton. Over it goes to Dickerson, drives it, little joust to the net. And you got a whistle and an illegal block on the part of Wallace Hanceville. And Bishop State taking a 2-zip lead. Well, we've already had a 1 and a 4 today, the 1 out of the south and the 4 out of the north. And in that particular matchup, obviously, it was the Saints winning. Here's a 1 versus 4 again, and really same situation from the perspective of getting your feel for a new environment. Obviously a very significant ball game. Got the backside driven over by Allen. Picked up in the backcourt by Monge. And that is Dickerson driving it off the Allen block. And we are knotted up at 5 each. Mecklenburg with the serve into the backcourt to Wade. Over it goes to King. Janiyah King is checked into the game. Little tip over by King. And Bishop State, which has not been behind in this match, or this set, obviously, early. With the serve back, it is Burrows with the serve. 26 aces this year for a Bishop State squad with 166 on the year. Picked up just before the inline by Monge, driven over by Dickerson. Free ball sent across Allen. Over to Dickerson. And Dickerson will drive it into the net. Bishop State again serving. Burrows delivering, driving the ace off Abby McDonald. And Bishop State again with the serve. Burrows, 26 aces this year, a 091 hitter on a 155 hitting squad. Taylor driving it, while seated, trying to get a return McDonald. And Bishop State with a 4-point lead. Again, Burrows with the serve. That will go long, and the Wildcats doubling up on the Lions. Well, obviously the Lions have been the powerhouse in the ACCC for years. I think in the last decade, maybe Gadsden State once dethroned them, as that is driven over by Allen. And Bishop State with a 6-point lead. Timeout on the floor asked for by Wallace. Hanceville down early by 6. Just about all white. Jones County diving catches shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. Well, in these opening sets of play, it often is one team just gets more comfortable quickly. And right now, Bishop State is that will bang off Allen. And the Lions get the point coming out of the timeout. Serving is Kaylee Dickerson. Dickerson, 36 aces on the year as a team, 297. And I'm not sure what was said in the timeout, but thus far it's effective. Back-to-back points. And Dickerson again with a serve and ace. And it's all of a sudden a 3-point game and half of the lead wiped away. Dickerson again serving. Well, she's got such impressive stats. Another ace. Thompson kills. Thompson attacks. Number 2 on the team in Diggs. High on the list in aces. Wow, she's just on a roll right now. And has been behind 5 consecutive successful serves. Picked up by Burrows. Lobbed over by Taylor. Over to Monge. Back onto the floor, retrieved by the libero Holston. Speaking of liberos, there's the first touch from McDonald. It is blocked by Manning. Manning with a shove to the opposite side of the floor. Taylor with a drive. What a save by Burrows. Just wanted it, hustled, and got it. Monge with a tip over. Able to get underneath, but it drops. Taylor got to it. But the Wildcats couldn't return, and that's 6 in a row. And we're knotted up at 11. So the lead wiped out. And whatever Wallace Hanceville talked about in the timeout, it worked. Got 6 out of 7. Serve back over to Bishop State. Zariah Allen, 27 aces for the 186 hitter. And she will serve long. 12 apiece in the opening set here. Opening set on the adjoining floor just getting underway. Snead State and Enterprise State. And is hammered over by Marion. Over goes to Monge. Monge with a little tip. It is tipped right back by Manning. And that will go wide, and there will be the first lead in some time for Wallace Hanceville. Checking to see if these two teams have played over the course of the season. They haven't. First meeting of the year. Knotted up at 13, and maybe appropriately, number 13, Layla Manning serving. Into the backcourt to Monge. And that will ricochet off of Fowler. Wallace Hanceville with a 1-point lead. Holly Price serving. 928 assists for Holly Price this year. And you're talking about a Price who likely goes over the 1,000 mark this weekend. McDonald able to return the Taylor jam. Into the backcourt it goes to Burrows. Cross-court Stapleton effort. Bumped over by Monge. Burrows in the backcourt, and then Marion trying to slap it over. Does, and makes it a 14-all game. In is Alyssa Wade, a freshman, 18 aces, has appeared in 22 matches, 72 sets this year. And she'll serve into the net. Nine Wallace Hanceville losses on neutral sites, 9-5. Monge with the serve. Wade first touch. Tipped over McDonald, trying to pancake and couldn't. And we are tied at 15. The libero, Braden Holston serving. Well, you can see her just pull back and fire. That was Mecklenburg. Set again for Mecklenburg. Drives it. It's blocked and drops in. What a Zariah Allen block. The libero Holston serving again. McDonald underneath. Shoved over to the opposite side of the floor. Dickerson with the drive. Bump to the mid part of the floor. Manning sitting it over. McDonald there. Libero to libero. Nice Manning save, but at least got a hand on it, but could not get an adequate pass. Over it goes to King, and King handing the lead back to Bishop State. Served up by Stapleton. Monge first touch. Wow, what a shot. Fired by Dickerson. 17 each. Mecklenburg, number 2 on the team in aces. Into the corner, picked up by Wade. Manning sending it to King, and King into the net. Mecklenburg again on the serve. The only Lion with more aces is Monge. Over to King, and King in front of the inline. $18 apiece, opening set. Wildcats hanging with the Lions early. McDonald, strong pass, allowing Bishop State to go on the attack, and Allen delivers. Served up by Burrows, and Burrows long. It has been a back and forth. Largest lead of the set, Bishop State's 6-point advantage, 11-5. And of course, the Lions went on a 6-0 run to change that up, and ever since, it's been a tit-for-tat kind of thing. Over it goes to Monge. Taylor with a drive, retrieved by the Lions. McDonald able to get it over the net, inside the antennas. Over to Taylor. McDonald is there. Nearly into the rafters in this 2 to 3 story facility. And in the kill by Allen. It is 20 all. .22-20 contest. Lions taking the 2-point lead. My apologies. Had to step away for a moment. Working a couple of floors. Had a glitch on the other. I'm a one-man band, and actually a one-man band with an accomplice. Is that what you'd have? Accompaniment today with a gentleman working the other floor. Had an issue over on the other floor. It's corrected. Here we go back with a 22-20 contest, and the Lions on top. Got a whistle. And you got somebody into the net, and you got now a 3-point Lion lead. And it is McDonald again on the serve. Picked up on the backcourt by Stapleton. That is driven over by Taylor. Bishop State not going away in this one. Wait a minute. It apparently went long, so you can scratch the 21st for Bishop State and the 24th for Wallace Hanceville. Boy, from this vantage point, good-looking shot, but the officials got a far better view than I. Say the Lions lead it by 4. We are at set point in the opening set. Nice return by Stapleton on the Jackson shot, but too much firepower on the Lions side of the floor, and we have wrapped up the opening set with the Lions winning it 25-20. So that leg up, so to speak, belonging to the Lions, taking the opening set 25-20. Set number 2 coming up as ladies swap sides of the floor on JockJive. Lions got off to a slow start, but when they got down by 6, 11-5, and timeout was called, it was a different Lions team from that point on. And they come back and win it 25-20 in the opening set. As we get ready for set number 2. Lady Wildcats swap to the other side of the floor. Lady Lions to the near side. Taking a look at those 9 losses for Wallace Hanceville over the course of the season. Lost to Southern Union, lost to Pasco Hernando, John A. Logan, Chattanooga State, Itawamba, Sneed State, again to Chattanooga State, Vincent's, Walter State. His 9 regular season losses, as that will go long from Mecklenburg. And Bishop State taking the opening point in set number 2. Braden Halston again with a serve into the corner, picked up by Monge. Over to the left side, and driving it is Dickerson. And we are knotted up in 1 each. Winner of this one as the winner of Sneed State and Enterprise State. And at the moment, looks like Enterprise State with a healthy first set lead, 22-12. And the loser of this one against the loser of that one. Into the backcourt, McDonald first touch. Over goes to Dickerson, and that will ricochet off Allen. Not enough at 2. First touch, Holston. Back set, little tip over, didn't make it over. Allen tried to tip it over, couldn't make it over. And the Lions take their first lead in set number 2. Trying to take a commanding 2-0 lead. Bishop State trying to knot it up at 1. Little flick over by Manning. Dickerson shoving it to the opposite side of the floor. Man, you talk about placement. From this vantage point, it almost looked like Dickerson was trying to shove it to a teammate on the opposite side of the floor, but just cleared the net and dropped it on the other side. King tipping it over. Well, maybe he didn't get over. He got the antenna. That's what happened. Right there in front of our umpire. And Wallace Hanceville again serving. It is Mecklenburg on the serve, and she's got the ace. Shot winds up in the stands. I mentioned in the opening game, it's a really quaint setting here for volleyball. I mean, if you're watching the game from a fan perspective, you are right there on the floor, literally. Shot blocked by Jackson. Able to get a hand on Dickerson. It is tipped right over by Price. McDonald, Price, then aiming for the corner and dropping it there is Jackson. But the bleachers on the end of the floor probably, well, as a matter of fact, some servers really like to get a running start. They probably don't get the running start they typically would like if you're one of those really long start servers. Because from the in line on the volleyball floor to where the bleachers are, I would guess is right at 12, 15 feet. And I'm looking at Burrows on the other side of the floor, standing back a moderate distance, and she's about 6 feet from the bleachers. So real quaint setting. Into the corner, Mecklenburg able to get it. Tipped over to Dickerson and trying for that same shot, this time misfires. Was aiming for that side where nobody was standing for Bishop State. The problem was it didn't clear the net. Burrows serving. 4 serving 7. Over to Dickerson, and Dickerson drops it in front of Holston. Sending up Taylor, drives it into the corner, trying to track it down. Monge. And it's an 8-5 game. Back to serve is Allen. Trotting onto the floor is Marion for Bishop State. Second of 4 matches to be played here on court 1. And we'll have 4 matches over on court 2, or where the arena is concerned, it's court 4. But in your program guide on the bracket, it is 2. Tomorrow, only 1 game with 2 floors in use. Little tip over. Nice dive and save. That was Burrows with a save. And it turns into a kill for Marion. Allen again serving. And she'll serve into the net. 8 teams here, 4 out of the north, 4 out of the south. Served up by Jackson. Just a little too tall with a Manning set for Marion. Marion with a stretch couldn't get a hand on it. Into the backcourt to Burrows. Over to Taylor. Blocked by Quisada. And you had 4 hits technically, so apparently it wasn't a block. It just never cleared the net. And the Lions building a 4, make that a 5-point lead. With the Wildcats asking for time. Coming out of the timeout, it is a Wallace Hanceville serve. Quisada picking it up off the net. Monge sending it over. Manning with the set to Taylor. Taylor tip across. Monge able to get there. Jackson over to Dickerson. Drives it. And that will go off of Stapleton. And the Lions build a 6-point lead. Served up by Jackson. 33 aces for Jackson this year. As that is dug out by Burrows. And there's royalty in the house. Mark Richard, former Sneed State AD here. And I'm all fixed up with water. Mark's got the facial hair, man. He's living the life right now. Little tip over by Manning. Mecklenburg able to get there. Over to Monge. Picked up by Holston. And a back set. A two-handed shove over and giving the shove right back was, let's see who that is that's onto the floor. That is Isabella White, who was literally on the floor, diving for the shot. Isabella White checking into the game. 20 matches, 46 sets of play. And again, White diving, trying to return a shot. And all of a sudden, a 9-point lead. Served up by Jackson. Got a back set, Dickerson. Burrows is there. Over to Taylor. And Taylor able to drive it. Serve back over to the Bishop State side of the floor. Stapleton coming back in. White coming out. Manning back to serve. 29 aces this year for Manning. A 100 hitter. Floats it over to Monge. Monge with a two-handed shove into the backcourt. Manning able to get there. Over it goes to Stapleton. And that will ricochet off of Ollie Price. Bishop State drawing to within 7. Dickerson. Price sending it to the opposite side of the floor, and Monge just crushes it. Got the back set. McDonald, little tip. And that'll be driven over by Marion. In to serve is Alyssa Wade. Wade with 18 aces. Has appeared in 72 sets. 22 matches. Over goes to Mange, and Mange drives it into the net. Bishop State getting within 6. Let's see the Saints back. They'll be playing on this floor after this one, which also means Coastal North is somewhere nearby, and they'll be playing the Saints next. Into the net for Mecklenburg. And Alyssa Wade will serve again. Just cleared the net. Dickerson couldn't dig it out. And Bishop State has trimmed what was once 9 down to 4. 12 serving 16, Alyssa Wade. 4 assists, 18 aces, 130 digs on the year. Mange aiming for the corner. Alston able to reach out and get it. Into the net went Marion. Mange with the serve. First touch, Wade. Over to King, and King drives it. The libero, Braden Holston, serving. Holston, an .091 hitter. 332 digs on the year. What a block by Allen. Knew what was coming, knew where it was coming from Dickerson. And Holston will serve again. Dickerson first touch. Bumped by Price. Dickerson off of Stapleton. Mange from midcourt. Manning with a touch. Over goes to King. Into the backcourt, able to get a hand on it, Mange. And Mange will send the free ball over after the Price pass. Over to King. Drives it off of Burgess. And it is now the Lions calling for time, as the Wildcats have drawn to within 2.
The University of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Decades of experience in distance learning. Empowering students of all ages. More than 90 degree and certificate programs to advance your career. UA Online. Flexible, affordable, legendary. Let your computer be your campus. Visit online.ua.edu.
Wildcats right back into the set, down by 2. They were down by 9 early. Did not give up and have battled back. Dickerson able to dig it out. King will lob it over. Into the backcourt goes Mange. Back set, Burgess. Two-handed pump over, and that will go right in front of the inline from Allen. And it's a 1-point game. Holston again with a serve. 25 aces this year for Holston. Dickerson first touch. Bump back over to Dickerson. And Dickerson will go wide. It's 17 each. It was 15-6. Wallace Hanceville. Of the next 13 points, 11 belong to Bishop State. Back set to Burgess. Throws back and ricochets it off Wade. Abby McDonald serving, 32 aces for McDonald. Wade first touch, bumped over to King. And that will go out of bounds off of Jackson. We're tied again, this time at 18. Back into the game, Isabella White. She will serve. 3 aces this year for White. There are only 2 Wildcats who have not picked up an ace. And I don't know how often they serve. Leah Jackson, Shane Mary. Oh, also Haley Boudreaux. Meanwhile, on the other side of the floor, everybody except Kaylee Roman and Aliana Quisada have aced. 19 each. Burrows serving. Key set for Bishop State. They do not want to go down 2-0. Dickerson with a drive. And that will go off Burrows. Serve back over to the Lions. Floated over by Dickerson. Taylor into the backcourt. Dickerson able to get a piece of it. Sends it over to Monge. Monge into the net. Zariah Allen with the serve. Price over to Monge, and Monge wide. Bishop State takes the lead. Another Lions timeout in set number 2. (21-20), Bishop State lead, trying to pull off, well, maybe not the upset yet. But when you're a 4 and you pick up a set victory, you feel like you're on your way. Chloe Jackson to serve. Burrows there, Manning with a set. That'll be driven over by Marion. And Bishop State's got the lead back. Manning serving. First touch Dickerson. Price over to Monge. Monge tipped by Stapleton. Quisada back in the middle of things. Manning. And Taylor goes long. 22 each. Burrow's first touch. Nice Quisada block. Over it goes. Quisada underneath. Price giving it to Monge. Monge two-handed shove. Manning's there. Taylor drives. Taylor drops it in front of the inline. And Bishop State with a 1-point lead. (23-22) Wildcats. Trying to tie it up with a set each. Alyssa Wade serving. And something had found its way onto the floor. Retrieved by Holston. Key point here if Bishop State could make it 24-22, but they don't. Wade serves into the net, and we're knotted at 23. So who will take the advantage in a 23 each game? Monge with a serve. Got the ace. There's your answer. Lions will take the ad. Coach Nicole Keyshock asking for time, wants to talk in a 1-point game. Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch it, shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. Wallace Hanceville trying to win this one after they appeared to be handily in control. We are at set point. Driven over by Mecklenburg. Little dink over. Dickerson able to get underneath. McDonald on the attack goes Mecklenburg, and she'll drop it in front of the inline. Wow. What a battle. Bishop State coming back from 9 down took the lead, and then Wallace Hanceville at the end would not be denied and win their second consecutive set and take that commanding 2-0 lead as we head into set number 3. Lions with a commanding 2-0 lead. It's not an insurmountable advantage. Obviously, there have been many teams over the course of time that have come from 2 down to win it in 5. And the number 4 out of the South hoping to do that here. Bishop State down 2-0 to the number 1 team out of the North. Now, granted, when you start talking a 1 versus a 4, and the 1's got the 2-0 lead, odds don't favor the 4, but that doesn't mean the odds aren't there. So Bishop State trying to defy the odds and come from 2 down and win it. And where the Lions are concerned, they want to wrap it up after 3. They've got another match later on tonight, as do the Wildcats, who already know they've got to go 5 if they're going to play on the winner's bracket side of tonight's 6 p.m. match. Price setting up Monge. Monge with a little tip over, able to go to her knees and retrieve his white. And Bishop State with a 2-1 lead. Over it goes to Jackson. And we are knotted up at 2. Well, your 2 in the North has already been upset. The number 3 seed out of the South, Calhoun, has the 2, losing to the 3, Coastal North. So we didn't get far into today before we got our first upset. And Bishop State would love to account for upset number 2. Got a mountain to climb, though. The Lions so dominant in the ACCC. That is driven over by Jackson. All teams in volleyball in the ACCC D2. Now there's options for the schools. In other sports, you got, say for instance, Wallace Hanceville is a D1. Bishop State's a D1. LBW is a D2 in all other sport. Coastal North's a D2. Calhoun is they're a D1. Sneed State D1 in all other sports. Who does that leave? Southern Union. They are what are they in baseball and softball? I want to think they are a D1. Mecklenburg with the serve. But all volleyball teams in Alabama are D2 squads. Nice little block there by Dickerson, and it's going to be about 4 hits on the Bishop State side of the floor, improving the Lion lead to 2. Mecklenburg again with the serve. Over on the adjoining floor, Sneed State trying to tie it up at 1. They lead in set number 2, 24-22. And of course, the significance of that match to this one, as it is flipped over by a new face on the floor, Kaylee Roman. Roman, a freshman middle hitter. Served up by Mecklenburg. But the significance is that the winner plays the winner of this one, plays the winner of that one, loser of this one, the loser of that one. So though neither team can focus on what's happening on the other floor, both will be impacted. Served up by Manning, high into the rafter, but McDonald able to get it. Monge able to return it. Got the back set for Stapleton, dug out by McDonald. Dickerson driving it down the line. Manning there. Saved by Holston. Shoved over to Dickerson, and Dickerson off of Stapleton. Served up again by Dickerson. Got the back set. Stapleton driving it. There is Dickerson. Over goes to Monge. And coming up a little bit short on the effort to get it over, Marion. Dickerson again serving. Holston with the first touch. Taylor merges a piece of it. Monge driving it. And a drop in the corner, and the Lions have built a 5-point lead. Well, Snead State has won that second match against Enterprise State. The ace delivered by Dickerson. And you got a timeout on the floor asked for by Bishop State. As you get a replay of the previous set, with the Lions building a rather substantial lead, and the Wildcats hoping again to come from behind. Wildcats do not want a repeat of the prior set in which the Lions were able to build a 9-point lead, and then you had the Wildcats just battling for their lives trying to get back into it, eventually losing it by 2. So a timeout called with the Wildcats down by 6. That'll be stuck into the net by Stapleton. Lions liking things though. Up by 7. Setting up Taylor, drives it. McDonald is there. Over to Monge. Monge with a little two-handed shove over. Taylor underneath. Well, I don't know if that was the exact play Bishop State was hoping for, but it worked. Marion able to drive it over. Alyssa Wade checking into the lineup to serve for Bishop State. McDonald first touch. Over to Monge, into the backcourt it goes. Little two-handed shove over. Holston able to get there. And it is driven over again by Marion. And here come the Wildcats again, slicing into a substantive lead. Trimming 2 off what was 1-6. Over to Monge, and Monge off of Wade. Winners tonight stay over here on court 1. Loser bracket games on 2. Two more matches for each floor, 4 and 6. Then tomorrow you got 2 11 a.m. matches, a 1, 3, and 6 showdown, and then Sunday 1 or 2. Depending on who wins that 11 a.m. contest. And there have been plenty of years where you felt pretty certain it was just going to be one match on the final day. I don't know about this year. I would say the odds favor two matches on Sunday. Off Wade into the stands. Timeout on the floor, Bishop State. Lions building a 9-point lead. Here's the 7 guy. Right up the middle, base hit, back-to-back base hit. Starter with a double, the single from Cumbie coming to the plate and tagged down at home. Lions 9 away from wrapping up the set and match. Bishop State, they want 5 sets. Coming out of the timeout, get the point. King driving it through the Burgess block. And Holston will serve. Over on the adjoining floor, Snead State and Enterprise State. Now into set number 3, and they'll have at least 4. Monge off of Talbert and nearly up here on the second deck. We've had one volleyball visit us thus far today here on the upper tier. And that one nearly became volleyball number 2. Launched over by Price. Jammed right back over by Jackson. And the match's first double-digit lead belongs to the Lions. Hey, don't forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. Gotta be a subscribe button here, but I say there's gotta be. Actually, you could be watching on the ACCC Sports Network. So if that be the case, there's not a button nearby. If you're watching on YouTube, there is. So if you don't mind, follow us. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You get access to all kinds of great stuff. Plus, yeah, we want lots of subscribers. We're never happy. Get 10, we want 20. Get 100, we want 200. Get 1,000, you want 2,000. Price sending it over, nibble the top of the net. Stapleton able to get a piece of it. Manning. Wade sending it over. And a little errant with a pass intended for Jackson. Into the game to serve. It is Isabella White. McDonald first touch, over goes to Monge, drives it into the corner, and that's off Holston. Well, if you're Bishop State, you don't like where you're at the moment. You have got to score about 4 or maybe even 5 for every 1 Lion point. And then there's an ace from Monge to boot. Lions 2 away from finishing it in 3. And back-to-back aces for Monge. We are at set and match point. Mines with the serve. Floats it over. Dug out by White. Got the back set. Mecklenburg. And the Wildcats will finish things up down by double digits. A 25-9 final score. Lions win it. So while over on the other floor to determine who the opponents are for these two squads at 6 p.m. tonight, they will play on. They are just barely into their third, 8-6 Enterprise State, and will go at least 4. We've wrapped it up here. Now, it's my understanding that we stay pretty close to on time. I don't think that means, though, that if the other floor goes long, that we hold things off here past the 4 p.m. start. I think we will start at 4 p.m. here no matter what. Over there could be a different story. They've still got a ways to go before deciding who wraps that one up. 25-20, 25-23, 25-9. Wallace Hanceville. And with a win, these two teams both playing at 6, but Wallace Hanceville on the winner's side, Bishop State on the loser's side. Winners got the winner of Enterprise State and Snead. That's Lions. And the loser is the loser of Enterprise State and Snead's. That is the Wildcats. So we're done with this one. Thanks for watching LBW and Coastal Alabama North. Talk about a not smooth, but a little more progressive path to getting to Sunday's play. This one is big. Coyotes and Saints coming up in right at an hour. We'll see you then. For all the folks with the ACCC and JockJive, I'm Robert Williamson. So long, everybody.